Hello and welcome to Hinterland. This is a new map by Omatana. What we're going to do is we're going to do a one-off. This will be hopefully just one video, and it'll be 24 hours on Hinterland. Not 24 hours for you to watch, but 24 hours of gameplay for me. And basically we're going to see where we can get. We've got we've got dollars on. So we've got $3, should be euros really. We've got a Massey Ferguson 188, we've got a trailer, and we've got a chainsaw. You start... I need to take that off. That is a good government subsidies sign just when I was setting the map up, which just took us half an hour to do, by the way. So at the end it'll be 24 hours and half an hour, but half an hour is purely for the setup. You start with I think it's six cows. Yep, 6 cows, although we've got nothing to feed them. You start. This is just how the game comes, by the way. The map comes on easy mode. 17 chickens. We are on. Everything's on normal. Normal economy, dirt normal, fuels normal. I think everything but field zones is on. Precision farming isn't on, and seasons isn't on. But everything else is. So the first thing we need, because we do start with 3 fields. So we've got this field here. These are the only 3 fields on the map, by the way. Everything else you have to create yourself. So we've got some wheat there. I mean, it's not fertilised, it needs lime. The yield bonus is going to be awful. We've got another field, another 2 fields here. So what's this? Is this barley? Canola. And we've got another one up here. I should just looked on the map really, shouldn't I? We've got another one here, which is sorghum. Again, absolutely rubbish for yield wise. But I mean, especially everything, the wheat and the sorghum we can give to the chickens, can't we? So I mean that would be quite useful. We'll have to get some sort of grass work done for the cows as well. So the first thing we're going to need to do then, as with all sort of the start of any survival, we're going to have to make some quick money, which is essentially going to be trees, isn't it? On the map, by the way, we pretty much have access to every single one of these squares, other than, I think, the extremities round here. They're the only ones we don't have access to. So everything else is bought, paid for, we have access to it, we can do what we want with it. Right, we're going to have to get some trees down. What's going to happen is, I'll start doing some jobs, and then jump to the end. Just because, like I said, I want this in one video really. I don't want it to spread out over loads. And we can't be doing with a 24-hour video, can we? I don't even know what the maximum you can upload is, to be honest. Why is that not letting us trim these branches? There we go. If you can notice a slight sort of chaos in play, it's just 'cause I'm well aware that 24 hours is no time at all. And we're sharp going to run out of time, and I want to see just where we can get in 24 hours worth of play. I mean, the No Man's Land series, that must start about 500 hours on, something like that, didn't it? Right, we're quickly down. We'll be going down to 0 money soon, won't we? With the use of the chainsaw. Okay, I'm gonna get a load of this put on the wagon, and we'll get up and see how much we can make from it. Right, we've managed to load 3 trees up. We started quite neat, but then just the way that they were, have ended up just being whacked on top of one another. That shouldn't matter though. Remember, we're on. I just want to make sure that we are on normal economy. Yes, we're on normal economy. How long have we been going already? Right, so we're 15 minutes in, 16 minutes in. And in 16 minutes all we've managed to do was cut down 3 trees. I suppose we done the intro, didn't we? So we will need to get a lot more of this done, I think. Because I think the first thing we're going to need is a harvester, isn't it? To try to get them that crops up so we can get them turned around. Again, I know I've mentioned in the series I've just started with on Griffin, Indiana, I was never ever meant to be recording, not for the next couple of months, but I seen this come out, Hinterland come out, and it's just, I mean, I could sink hundreds of hours into this. This is just the type of map for me. I've played on Time maps before, I just can't remember which one. I'm going to have to go back and have a look to see which ones there were. Because off the top of my head, I can't remember. And I've literally, it's not like I've been thinking of this idea for a while. I seen it come out, I thought of it, and then this is my first opportunity to actually get it done. Right, how much again? Are you having me on? 1,003. No, I expected to be triple that. At least. Right. This is going to be difficult. I'll be back. Right. After getting about 9 grand's worth of wood, I've come to the realisation that we haven't got the time just to do that. We need to get something else on the go to make some money, because it's just not quick enough, and neither is this. How long have we been on already? Right, so we've already done 50 minutes, and all we've made in 50 minutes is, what, 9-10 grand from wood. So the thing we're going to do is we're going to get some silage on the go. I've spent 1,000, I think it was 1,200 on this mower. However, it is so slow that I might have to get something else. Yeah, I mean, even if I get something like that, it's going to be double the speed. I never looked at the time, I looked at the width. That's what I looked at. And I think that's proven the wrong decision, hasn't it? Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to crack on with this. I'll probably buy another bit of kit, and then I'll buy the windrower and the baler as well, and we'll probably come back probably when we start wrapping, I would have thought. So I'll not long. We're 4 hours in. It's been quite a slow 4 hours, or it felt like a slow 4 hours anyway. We've had to do quite a lot of logging until a certain point. So basically, we weren't getting anywhere near the amount of money that I would have expected from logging, which meant we were putting loads and loads of time into it. But then I found on this map, which I knew they were there, but I didn't know what we would get from them. So there's sort of little gold, I don't know what they are, I don't know if they're horses, cows, or what. There's little gold animals, little collectibles around the map. Here's me thinking you'd only get like £1,000 for each one. When I collected one, you got 30 grand for it. So that basically paid for the, what did it pay for? Paid for the baler, which is the class baler just over there that you can see, and I paid for this wrapper, pretty much including that includes some of the logging as well. So here's the baler here. Never used it before. It was like 17 grand. So yeah, that is paid for that. What I want to do now, I've still got it on ×1 before it gets dark. I want to get probably one of these fields ploughed up and then look at seeding. That is probably what I'll do. Not this one. I was going to do this one, but unless I get a trailer and move all these bales, of which we got 52 of them. Obviously we have to wait until they're fermented, which is going to take a while. I can't remember exactly how long it takes. About 2 days, isn't it? Something like that. So we will try to find a plough and then get one of these fields ploughed up, unless I can find another one of them animals, which I don't know where they are. The one that I found was behind one of the stores at the port. So the other one, I'm not quite sure where they are. We'll have a quick look around our farm, see if there's any round here. If there is, we'll pick one of them up. If there's not, then we might just have to go and do some logging again. Like I said, we were getting nowhere near the amount of money is what I thought we were going to get. I don't know if the time that I've missed on the game, the last couple of months, if there's been sort of a rejig in costing, in prices that you get. There's one. I've put them in my pump. Yep. 30 grand, 34 more to go. That will, I tell you what that's going to do. Let's have a look at a harvester. That's a good price. I think we might get that one. We'll get one then, we'll come back. Okay, back on. We've moved into September, so we're now in 2-day months. You'll see I've harvested the wheat field on the left and the canola field on the right. That field's actually pretty big once I started getting into it. We've got about 15,000 litres of each, I think. Maybe a little bit lower in wheat because we give some to the chickens. I think that took a couple of thousand litres. We still haven't been able to feed the cows anything. More because when I did the bales, I had the auto drop on, and I haven't left one basically. So without getting a front load, I've got nothing to transport the bales over with to get the cows fed. I could cut another bit of grass and just get one, but that might be what I'll have to do in the end. But we're going to get this sorghum done. There's not that much of sorghum. We've just emptied. I don't think it was quite a full tank, so it was sort of high 4,000s that we've emptied. So there's not going to be overly much of this. I think, to be honest, what we need to do is, if we sell the canola, even though it's not the best time of year to do it, but I can't wait until December to get that done. We can sell the canola, probably get around about 15 grand. I think it's around about 1,000 per 1,000 litres anyway. So if we can get that done, I might be able to afford maybe an auto load trailer and get the straw baled up behind us from that wheat field, If I can get that build, get them sold, and then I'll be able to look at getting these fields turned around. You'll see, money-wise, we've got 3,465. That's because I bought a bale wrapper. Before I bought the bale wrapper that you've already seen, I bought the one that's is it 4 grand, or is it? It is 4 grand, isn't it? It's a mod I've never used before. I seen it probably just earlier in the week, and just that's the type of thing that sort of draws me attention. The cheap sort of older bits of kit. So I bought it, but then couldn't figure out how to use it. So, and I didn't have time because of the restrictions we've got on ourselves. I didn't have time to sort of look into it basically. So that's why I end up having to buy the other bale wrapper. So yeah, basically I sold that, which is why we now have nearly 3.5 grand. The other thing I've done as well, off camera, I've converted our trailer. So our trailer's actually a, I can't even think of the word. We're able to carry crop with it. I still can't think of the word what I mean. Like a cart, sorry. So it's now like a grain cart. It carried quite a bit as well. I'm sure it carries about 18,000 litres. We haven't got much sorghum off there at all. This harvest has been really good for the money that we paid for it. Yeah, its capacity is like 5,000 litres. It works at a decent pace. Headers, I don't know what size the header is. I didn't even look when I bought it, but no, it's not bad. Not bad at all. The bales, they're at around about 25% fermented. So possibly, well, it'll be sometime in the next in-game day, won't it? Maybe late on in the next in-game day. That's when they'll be ready. I'll be hoping to make quite a bit on that. That is the hope anyway. That's why I sort of sunk money into it from the start and stopped with the logging. Just because I know it's sort of it's a hit financially to start with, but silage is good, isn't it? We all know silage is good. Look at this emptied. And then we'll get, I think the canola took over to whatever shop we need to go to. Just empty this straight in here. Got a few bits of kit now. Obviously that's for the grass work. If I could afford it, I'd get a bigger mower, because the mowing took absolutely ages on that field. I just couldn't afford anything else, and at the time I didn't know about the golden animals, which I think I've just seen another one. Let's have a look. Was there one in here? I'm sure I've just spotted a glint of something. Maybe not. Is that one? What's that? Yeah, there's one. 33 to go. There's another 30 grand. I thought I did. Right, let's go and get some cash as well. We'll sell the canola as planned, because we still need... Ah, can I not use this? I mustn't be able to use this trailer for that. And I haven't got a workshop here. That's no good. Right. I'll take it back over to the shop. What we're going to do now is we're going to go and get... We're going to go and get a cultivator, and we're going to go and get some sort of lime spreader, and we're going to get these fields turned around. So I'll have to rework this trailer as well. I'll have to put it down to the lower capacity, then it'll be able to carry the crops. I might even start baling on that field there. Or do I buy the... I am going to buy an autoloader, even though I don't normally get them, but given the fact that we're up against the clock, I think I'm going to buy an autoloader, and I might move all these off this field and then turn this field around as well. But we'll see. Right, we'll jump again. We're about 6.5 hours in. The thing that I've really noticed is we need a more powerful tractor, basically. What did I say this was? Was this about 50 odd, something like that. These machines that we're using at the minute, this is a 3-metre cultivator. It's not big enough. It's just not quick enough. I've been on, like, this is quite a decent sized field, but I've been on with it for absolutely ages, and I've already done that one. That wasn't so bad, but obviously it's nowhere near as big. So we need a more powerful tractor. There's a couple that's on that's around the sort of between 130 and 150 mark that I can probably get for between 40 and 40 and 60 grand, something like that. It's definitely something we're gonna have to look at. In the time that you've been gone, we spent about 20 grand on a auto load bale trailer. We've cleared the silage bales, or soon to be silage bales. There, you can't see them from here, but all the way down the bottom of that field, they're stacked up down there. I didn't actually check what percentage they're on, but I think they're on like 24-25% when we started the morning, weren't they? So there won't be much higher now. They'll stay there until they're ready to be sold. The other thing we've done is, you can just see through the trees there, we've done the bales from that field. I don't even know what number that is actually. So from field number 1, we've done the bales. It's not many. It's not going to get us over much money, but it was there just to use. There was no point in not, was there? Free money, really. So yeah, there's nothing else other than we've started doing these fields. There's nothing else really changed at the minute, other than I have come to that realisation that we do need bigger equipment, or else this is going to, well, it's a slog anyway, but it's going to be even worse. I just need to figure out how we're going to get up to that sort of number without going to look for them animals. I don't mind picking one up when I see one, but I just don't want to go looking for them. And I haven't seen any more, so there's none caught my eye anyway. So yeah, I'm not sure what we can do. Like I said, I think we're going to get about 15 grand for the canola. We'll probably, I don't know, maybe, I think we'll be lucky to get a couple of grand for the straw bales, because I don't think there is that many. So other than that, I mean, we've got some wheat, we've got some sorghum, but still not that much, not enough to buy a new tractor anyway. And then we would need the equipment to go with it as well. I mean, this cultivator we've got here cost us about 2,400, something like that. There is a bigger version of this. I think there's a one that goes up to 8 or 9 meters. That is really cheap as well for the size of it. But again, that's going to be 100 plus horsepower. I know the medium one, which is about 5 meters, that is 70 horsepower. So we're probably looking at about 100 for the larger one. But I will carry on. Because the other thing is we're going to need a spreader to get lime down on here. Because I think they're all desperate for lime. Why doesn't it show lime on there? Lime should be on. Just have a look. Let's just have a look. Doesn't say required lime, does it? Why doesn't it say requires lime? Is it because periodic ploughing's off? Do we think that's why? Oh, it's so annoying having the break that we have, and just there's loads of stuff that I just can't remember. Right, I'm going to finish this, then we'll move into that field. We'll not sell anything until we well, basically I'll record anything that we do sell, but we might need to sell something purely to be able to get the seeder and the seed down, because that's going to be the next job. Then if we don't need a line, then it's going to be buying a seeder, isn't it? And then actually paying for the seed. So I'll be back very shortly. We've come back 10 to 3, same work day obviously. We finished the cultivating. We've bought this spreader that I've never used before. Need some more seed. I think it's quite a new one. You'll see our money's gone up slightly. That is because we found another one of them animals around the back of here. I seen it just as we were coming in. It was sort of hidden behind that behind the forklift. I'm sure there's ones behind the other buildings as well, but like I said, we're not going to go and looking. Here you can see our bales. Let's have a look, see where they're at fermenting wise. 43%. So I need to be really quick when I do stuff like that. And I've noticed it's a completely different way of playing. Even daft stuff, and I mean daft stuff, like going up to get a drink, I'm having to save it, come out of the game, just because I can't allow the time to tick on. So where are we at now? We are, well, we're 7.5 hours in, 'cause, like I said to you before, there was half an hour setting the map up. So 7.5 hours in, we're only in the second in-game day. Yeah, what money have we actually made? We've made money off logging, and that's it. The rest of it has been finding those animals. So I've already done one field. I've already done the large field. I mean, this is mega quick. Look at that. This is what we needed though, wasn't it? I've already done the large field with soybean, same as this one. The other field, I'm going to put wheat in it. Do you know what? I had this lowered when we were doing it before. When I was doing the large field and the first part of this one, I had it in the lowered position, and you don't go this fast. It was about 10 mile an hour, something like that. Yeah, absolutely no idea you could do it at this pace. I mean, to be fair, if we weren't on a time limited one, a time limited Let's Play, I wouldn't be using this because it's just completely unrealistic. And well, I say completely unrealistic. It's not how I would like to play. But so you won't be seeing this in Griffin, Indiana. That's what I'm saying. But for what we need now, it's absolutely perfect. Last little bit up here. And then we'll get wheat down in... There we go. Right, let's get wheat down in there. What was that second type of grass I've just seen? I'm not going to go on it because I want to get this done, but I've just seen a second type of grass for an icon that I don't recognise. It was the grass symbol with about 3 yellow dots above it. I think on this map as well, although I haven't checked and I haven't come across any of that. In fact, this might be one of them, I suppose, but I don't know that it is. But I'm sure there's some equipment that comes with the map. Like solely with the map. I'd have to find out what they are. I think this cost me... It's called a seed distributor, is what it's called. And I think it costs 6 grand. And I've spent 1,600 on seed. That bit there just wouldn't cultivate in. I remember there being bits like that on Calmston as well, wasn't it? Where just in a couple of fields you could never... It didn't matter what you did, you could try to plough it, you could cultivate it, you could try to direct seed it, direct drill it, and it just didn't matter. So I think that's going to be the same there. Not sure if we try to paint over the top of it. That could be an option. I might try that. Right, that's that done. What I'm going to do, I might as well drive this back, fill it up, because I'm only going to need a fertiliser spreader anyway. Okay. We will. I'm going to do one of a couple of things. We need to spread fertiliser up on them fields. I want to create a new field here, but I don't know if I've got a plough that I'll be able to use with this tractor. I don't know if this tractor is going to be powerful enough to create a new field. And if you look at the size of it, it's going to take quite a while. Or I'm going to cut some of that grass and make some more bales. So one of them things I'm going to do, and we shall be back shortly. Right, we were going to try to keep this into one video. It isn't going to happen. I think we're about 7 hours in now, and the video length at the minute is already about 40 minutes, so yeah, it ain't happening. What I'm going to do, I'm going to end this video here. We've got the seed in the ground, we've got it fertilised once, we've got the bales to sell, we've got the canola to sell. The good thing about, I suppose, doing multiple videos is I'll be able to get more in. With the canola as well, I think the price just keeps going up between now and December, so If we have to use it tomorrow, we'll do it. We'll sell it tomorrow, but if not, then we won't. I might even skip over the second half of September and go straight into October. Just so we can move things along a bit. But to try to save time, I'm going to end the video here. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.
PlayStation